Approach, prisoner.
Hello everybody, my name is Ailyka. Yesterday we played Dune Awakening for about 9 hours. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, like, dislike, comment and share. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Show yourself, child.
For the character creations, the characters looking good, and as in all MMORPGs, you immediately cover them with gear and forget what they look like. Oh! Look, save character Jason. So nice. Oh look, it's my character. Confirm character, yes.
Have they told you what I am?
The game setting, the epic visuals, like seeing the buildings from the distance, the spacecraft that we've arrived from, they add to the ambience of the game and the perceived scale of the world. The water pressure is immediately felt and it needs to be solved ASAP. The sun burning into you just adds to the immediacy of danger. The worm sound and vibrations that shake the ground, like immediately you feel in the game.
I hold at your neck the Gom Jabbar.
Turn us into the storm.
From the very beginning, water is an important issue you need to solve, and after you solve it, you can forget about it until you are running low on supplies. The base building is intuitive, although the decorations are locked behind the deluxe DLC, which is kinda meh. For combat, it feels impactful. Usually you don't fight more than 1 or 2 enemies at a time. There are 2 modes. You have the melee, you have the knife fights, where you need to, at least in the early game, the only reason you need it is to bypass the shielded enemies. The ranged and pistols, rifles, gunplay feels impactful. The ammo is plentiful. You can craft it by yourself. It's not an issue. For the gathering and scavenging stuff, usually I didn't feel like I was in need for any materials. I rarely like gathering stuff in games, but the laser mini game with the gathering and disassembling stuff felt very, very nice, very, very good. And you don't feel forced to do it, and it's very, very quick. The traveling by night and resting by day, resupplying and building and doing the rest stuff during the day plays great to the Dune setting, and I really appreciate it. Omnipresent warm threat while traveling feels so good, and it's terrifying, and it feels satisfying when you can avoid them. We haven't yet died to worms. It's only a matter of time until it happens to us. Talking about death, there are 3 ways to die in the game. You can die to an NPC when you will retain your gear and inventory. You can die to a worm where you will lose your gear and lose your inventory. And you can die to a PvP player, which we didn't experience yet, but from what I've understood, you might lose your part of your inventory. I'm not sure how much. We'll find out soon enough. For what we experience from the questing system in the game currently, we have 2 types of quests. We have the main story quest and we have the contracts, which are just side quests from what I understand. The MSQ is mandatory. There are some crafting recipes that are locked behind it. For example, behind the first main story quest on the Arrakis, you have to do it to unlock the still suit, which unlocks all the travel that you would need, at least for the early part of the game. And you have contracts, which are just fetch quests or kill an NPC quest, where we can just complete those to get a reward, or there are some chain quests that you can do, and we are in the middle of some. We have a lot still to explore in the game. Once you unlock the scouting and the mapping device, you can reveal a lot of the map and you can see points of interest marked on that. Caves and scav camps feel to be copy-pasted all over the place, so you'll never go minute or two without fighting a bit. Larger locations are more varied in design, and you can find intel in those. Highly recommended to go and explore a bit. And the intel, of course, unlocks the recipes for you to craft more stuff. Shipwrecks are like dungeons in the game. They feel a lot different than the rest of the game. When you are inside, you're not outside. You have more enemies to fight there. You have more and better loot, and highly recommended. There are this door key system, which I cannot see any better way to do it, so I won't rag on it too hard, but it feels a bit out of place in a game like this. For the multiplayer experience, you see all around player houses that they built, some of them with the DLC, some of them without the DLCs. It looks a bit disjointed, and the ones without the DLC, you can instantly see them. They are like boxes, and the DLC ones are pretty and gorgeous, but it is what it is. This is the experience that the developers giving us. Can meet people running around. There's some confusion between you and the enemies, because this isn't a PvP zone, so you won't be able to be hit by enemy player or another player, but later on there are exclusively PvP zones where you can be hit by a player. There is the issue with higher players meeting lower ranked players or less skilled players, and just one player just trivializes the whole experience for the other player. It happened to me in a shipwreck where I didn't even fight the last boss. They literally ran ahead, killed it, and I'm like a loot gremlin, just looted the whole place. It's individual loot, so everybody gets the loot from the stuff and from the chest and etc. And yeah, so I just did not experience the boss there. You can always go back and experience it again after it's respawned. But yeah, the experience is a bit ruined, but it is what it is. That's an MMO or multiplayer experience in an RPG. Nothing to be upset about. To summarize, the Dune setting of this game feels amazing. It feels grounded in the books and the movies. That's much appreciated. The game isn't perfect, and we had a few bugs and glitches that we experienced. If that's text is not displaying properly, if that's the physics engine, or we are desynced from the character, it's not a game breaking, but those are still things that happen to us. I'm excited to continue the game today, and we have a lot to explore and to still figure out. We have the motorbike, which we'll be building and trying it out for the first time, and I cannot wait to try it. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to see me live, you can always join me here on YouTube or on twitch.tv/Ailyka. Like, dislike, comment, share. Consider subscribing if you want to see more of these. I'm Ailyka, and thanks for watching. That it eats you even harder, but it did not work that way.